So Wrestle Kingdom 20 is almost here, and for the first time in years, there's a lot of excitement about it. I mean, hell, the show even sold out. But there's also a genuine sense that New Japan Pro Wrestling is standing at a bit of a crossroads. On one side is the legacy of one of the company's greatest ever eras, Go Ace. On the other is an uncertain future. With your boy Konosuke Takeshita and Yota Tsuji fighting for the IWGP World and Global Championships, and what's being framed as the final chapter between New Japan legends Hiroshi Tanahashi and Kazuchika Okada, this show feels massive, for sure. But my question isn't whether Wrestle Kingdom 20 is going to deliver on great matches, that's kind of a shoo-in. It's whether this event can actually change the trajectory of New Japan Pro Wrestling. But before we get into it, let me know if you're going to watch Wrestle Kingdom 20 in the comments and what you're hoping to see at the event, which match are you looking forward to the most. I have an idea which one. Okay, so first thing, let's talk about why this particular night matters so much and what Wrestle Kingdom really represents. A long time before it became a global brand, the January 4th Tokyo Dome show was already the most important date on New Japan's calendar. It was the night when the company showed the world who they were, what they believed in, and where they were heading. Then in 2007, when the event was officially rebranded as Wrestle Kingdom, it gained an identity that could stand alongside the biggest wrestling shows of the year, like a WrestleMania, for instance. It's a season finale, it's a new beginning, and an event where the matches were sure to bang. And since 2007, for many years, Wrestle Kingdom delivered on that promise. It was big time, baby. And the event powered New Japan through both hard times and peak performance. But the last few years haven't had that same electricity, if you know what I mean. Attendance has dipped, storylines felt less focused, and even New Japan's own executives have acknowledged that star power has thinned out quite a bit. And reasons on that, of course, the pandemic didn't help. AEW poached a bunch of guys, and some of the wrestlers once seen as the future of the company never quite hit their intended level. And that's really the environment that Wrestle Kingdom 20 steps into. It's a ton of pressure to kickstart a company that's had a few tough years. This year's card is kind of a statement, though. Takeshita versus Tsuji is a duel between potential company aces. It's a chance to crown a double champion and also a new direction for New Japan as a company. Now, okay, sidebar here. I personally think the global belt is really dumb, but this match has a lot riding on it regardless. You can merge the two titles. They should have just kept the Intercontinental belt, but whatever, I'll do that in another video. Regardless, Takeshita has built his equity through AEW and international tours, and while also being a frickin' stud, and Tsuji represents New Japan's current best attempt to forge a homegrown future star in the heavyweight division. And I love the Gene Blast. His booking the past few years has just been a little wonky. But their match feels like the kind of bout that could signal a new era if the company actually commits to it. On the other side of things, Japanese fans have been very vocal about an outsider like Konosuke Takeshita, who splits time between New Japan and AEW holding the IWGP title. So finally giving Yota Tsuji that win could cement him as New Japan's top native guy. Some background here with Naito bowing out from burnout and injuries, Sonata's experiment on top being a bit lackluster, Shota Umino, Yuya Uemura, and Ren Narita possibly not being ready for the big one, and Tanahashi retiring, Tsuji may just be the best choice for that role, and he's really good, so why not try it? And also, let's not forget about Saya Kamitani versus Shuri, yet another winner-take-all title match for the New Japan Pro Wrestling and strong women's titles. That's sure to also be sick. But the big one, of course, it's Tanahashi and Okada. For over a decade, that rivalry defined not just New Japan, but modern Japanese pro wrestling itself. Seeing them share the ring at the Dome again for the last time invites a lot of nostalgia, respect, and the weight of every single thing they have built in their careers. The danger, though, is that nostalgia can only take you so far. Wrestle Kingdom 20 can't afford to rely only on memory. It has to produce momentum for the company. And the stakes of this year reach far beyond match quality. Wrestle Kingdom is the annual declaration of New Japan's identity, and it's a preview of what the company's going to prioritize in the next 12 months. The early signs are promising. The show reportedly sold out its initial seating configuration super quickly, strong enough that New Japan opened additional sections. And that's no doubt because Okada versus Tanahashi was officially announced. Let's break this down though. In early November, New Japan announced it had sold over 31,000 tickets for the event, including all the 1 million yen Tanahashi retirement special seats for the show. Later in November, it was confirmed that the event sold out its initial ticket offerings and were adding more sections on top of it. Those are some great early signs, and now over 50,000 tickets have reportedly been distributed, making a full-fledged sellout for the Tokyo Dome. This officially tops the Modern Dome reported paid attendance record at 40,008 fans at Wrestle Kingdom 14 Night 1 in 2020. Just to put this all in perspective of what's happened recently, Wrestle Kingdom 19's attendance was 24,107, which is down from the 2024 attendance of 27,422. Wrestle Kingdom 20 is already a huge deal. But Wrestle Kingdom can't just be an attendance win. Yeah, it's nice and all, it's great. But the issues facing New Japan run deeper than that. The search for new megastars has been super slow, and Gedo's booking with young guys has been really wishy-washy, as I mentioned earlier with Yota Tsuji. His booking has also felt cautious at times, leaning too heavily on familiar names. On top of that, international expansion, once a major pillar of New Japan's growth strategy, like with New Japan Strong in the US, has really cooled in the recent years. And as I mentioned before, AEW poached a lot of their big guys. Okada, Ospreay, Jay White. So can Wrestle Kingdom 20 fix all that? No, but it can start to. A successful Wrestle Kingdom 20 would feel decisive. It would elevate Takeshita and Tsuji in a way that leaves no ambiguity about the future of the main event scene in New Japan. A successful Wrestle Kingdom 20 would use Tanahashi versus Okada as a powerful farewell that clears the stage for new wrestlers to rise up. It would give fans storylines that aren't just exciting for that night, but that promise long-term evolution throughout 2026. Essentially, the show's got to end with a sense of direction. But the risks here are real. If New Japan plays things too safe, if the main events end without meaningful consequences, if the company once again leans too heavily on its legends, then all the anticipation surrounding this Dome show could leave just as quickly as it came. And New Japan can't afford a night that feels like a tribute to the past rather than a commitment to the future. Of course, Tanahashi needs to be celebrated, and obviously that should be the main event. Anybody else that says otherwise is kind of crazy, I think. But before the show gets there, I'd like to see the absolute best matchcraft and best storytelling that the company has to offer. They need to make stars, and they need to make moments that'll make people tune in next time. Everybody knows New Japan needs to evolve, and Wrestle Kingdom 20 is their first chance to prove that they mean it. Certainly has the potential. The Dome is sold out. The right stories are in place. The eyes of the wrestling world are going to be watching. This could be the moment where New Japan closes one of its greatest eras in Tanahashi and starts a new one. Right now, we're entering a build period in 2026 for New Japan Pro Wrestling. And Tanahashi still being there in the office may help, but still, they just need to focus on their new stars. But if all the momentum stops at a halt at the final bell, Wrestle Kingdom 20 is going to be remembered as just a beautiful, nostalgic landmark in the company's history. If, however, the momentum carries into the spring, the summer, and the next G1 climax, then we may look back on this show as a rebirth of New Japan Pro Wrestling. Will it be though? I don't know. We'll find out together on January 4th. In the meantime, thanks for watching the video, everybody. Hope you liked it. Go Ace, and I'll see you.
Oooo Chavo!